The fans on this old computer have gotten kind of loud. Fortunately, they're fairly easy to replace. I'm Steve from Workbench-Z. The old computer is getting a little noisy. I think it's the bearings for either the CPU cooling fan or the chassis fan. They're easy to replace. Let's take a crack at it. Okay, we start by taking the cover off. And then there's some tabs for taking the faceplate off. Something's still grabbing right here. There it is. Okay, so this fan, it's 3 wires, red, yellow, and black. Red and black are for the power. The yellow is a sensor that tells the motherboard how fast it's spinning. And that's 80 centimeters. Most of what I found is these are sold in sizes of tens of millimeters. So we need a 3-wire 80 millimeter there. This one, I'm not even going to try and show you, it's very difficult to see. Down here in the motherboard it says AM2 plus, that's the socket type. And this one is 70 millimeters across. And it's 4 wires, red and black for the power, yellow is a sensor telling the motherboard how fast it's moving, and then there's a blue wire here. The 4th wire is for speed control. It allows the motherboard to send pulse width modulation to the fan to control its speed, to make it go faster or slower. So I need a cooling fan and heatsink for an AM2 plus with 4 wires. And they just arrived. 80 millimeter 3-wire fan for the chassis. $70 millimeter heatsink cooling fan for an AMD2 socket. Okay, so we're going to gently unplug the fan. And if we undo the latch, the whole heatsink cooling comes out. Now that's interesting. That's not looking really good. One of the other YouTube channels I follow suggests that if your older computer seems to be getting slow, you might need to reapply a new coating of thermal paste. And this one might have. Fortunately, the new one has it. Okay, we're just going to clean the old one a little bit here. Okay, so the new one has got a coating of paste on it already. And this one looks like it's actually a much better cooling fan. So we should be able to just drop it in place, set the clip on that side, set the clip on this side. Nope. set the clip on both sides, and then lock the lever down. And then this is keyed, so it only goes one way. Okay, that was the easy one. Okay, this should be easy, but you may be able to see the wires are pinched under the hard drive, so I've got to loosen that and get that out of there. You probably can't see what I'm doing there. And remove this screw. It's pinched. All right. And of course I lost that screw. It does not want to come out. And it just keeps spinning. There we go. That got that one out. Slide the hard drive forward just a little bit. There it is. Now it's coming free. All right, let's see if we can get a better angle so you can see what I'm looking at. So I'll pull these away. Right here is the plug. For this fan. Yay! There's still a missing screw over here somewhere. Two screws. Let's see if we can't get it free. There it went. Found it, the third screw. Oh, that might be it. I don't think that's the right screw. No. All right, these are the screws that it was mounted with, but they're not the right screw. Okay, so what's really embarrassing is that these are the wrong screws, and I'm going to put this in. Yep, those are the right screws. What's really funny is I installed this myself. How in the world I got it to stay with the wrong screws? Fortunately, I keep bags and bags of screws. To this. Okay. Okay, and the chassis fan is held by 4 screws from the outside. And there it is. Okay, here's our new one. And we should be able to just drop it in. Let me give you a better view of that. So with a little bit of care, okay, I think I need to put it down this way so the cable comes out underneath and stays out of the way. And if I'm careful, I can just slide it up. All right, let's see. Let's try starting with that one. Done it right, they should all just line up and start grabbing. There we go. Except for one. There we go. Got it. It's 3 pins and it's a 4-pin connector, but it's keyed. So now all we have to do is tuck this wire out of the way. And we should be ready to give this a test. So we're going to put the front panel back on. This pinchy bit goes in there. That's was giving me a little bit of trouble, but it goes on beautifully. Case goes on. There we go. That is it. It's just the alignment was off. All right, let's go hook this up and see what happens. Both fans are running and the computer booted up beautifully. And I think they're a little quieter. And the new thermal paste seems to have made a big difference. This computer is working a lot better now. Well, as Adam Savage says, this is not always a how-to so much as a what happened. Replacing the CPU, heatsink, and cooling fan went really easy and quick. Replacing the chassis cooling fan, it had its moments in there that had nothing to do with the fan itself, but my own error on a previous repair. But I hope you enjoyed it, and don't let this scare you off. These are not that difficult to replace. I'm Steve from Workbench-Z. Have a wonderful day. Hold on it.